Right.
Are you going to bring us in, Dan?
Have you got, before we start, sorry, have you got Never Sleep on your phone?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Will you shut up and get started, man?
That's the
Seal.
intro. We're back. that's you're using that. I'm not doing.
Oh my
I'm
God.
peeking, man. I'm peeking. Spare
We're
rib.
back.
That'd be fine.
all.
I'll. Apologies if you no longer have any eardrums.
I'll just quiet it
We
down.
are back. We call us what you want. We are consistent. Second
Have
episode.
you started?
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Yeah.
It's very casual this week.
It
I'm
was.
making challenges
Making
for you.
sweet, sweet love. Like,
Do whatever you want with that intro. But episode 2.
In the second week.
We're flying.
I know, come
and
on.
not only we're like on track, as in we've not even put the first episode out.
we're
yet,
already
whilst-
recording this.
while
aren't
recording this.
we? Can I point out, you said we're consistent. What's happening next week?
We're not here.
Yeah, we're not.
But we'll have this one to post next
Yeah,
week,
we
so
will.
it'll be fine.
But the week after that, we will.
There might be a
Unless he speed edits, which we're asking a lot of him. to be
We'll just see what my dad could do with the work. If he can
Very
handle my work,
true.
then we'll do it. But
Very true.
There may be a week mistake, but you'll be fine.
You'll
You
be
don't need
fine.
us every
You'll be
week.
fine.
There'll-
International break.
there'll be clips.
There'll be clips. That's true. We could do a clip.
You might see Dan's
instead.
head on the beast body. So that's all we're saying.
That is in the vault. It's in the vault.
That's the entirety of the vault.
That's yeah. How we been, boys? How's our weeks been?
Not bad. Not
Yeah,
bad.
Not too bad at all.
We've just seen Liverpool beat Everton 4-1.
He's
which is a
he's
beautiful, beautiful moment.
If you can
It
tell
was-
by the happy tone in his voice, you can tell who he supports.
Everton.
Rafa Benitez.
It's the
Oh.
1st of December.
It is.
First of all, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Do you know what? I'm actually looking at again a little tiny Christmas tree.
Yeah.
That's
I know.
glorious.
I don't know where we're gonna put it because obviously we don't really have a gap where we are, but we might maybe have it here as a set
That's
piece.
glorious.
That'll be.
I've got a big question for us since it is the 1st of December to start us off.
Mhm.
What advent calendars have we got?
I was literally. You've. I'm not
I'm
gonna lie,
still on your
Fleming.
thunder.
So good question.
You're not hosting this week,
You've
man.
really
I'm
upset
happy in
me.
this
I'm actually really good. Can I say my advent calendar last?
You can ask.
Oh.
You can ask.
No,
the
not
question if you
because
want.
not because it's special. It's because I'm quite sad
Push
from him.
We'll forget that you can ask the question if you want. We can forget that ever happened.
I can cut this whole segment out.
Yeah.
This
No.
this doesn't exist.
This
Alright.
stays in.
All right.
This stays in so people know how much I get
Do you want to go
bullied.
first then, man?
I'll go
What
first.
advent calendar have you got?
I've got a Malteser one this year.
Ooh, nice
Yeah,
choice.
It's banging.
My
Oh.
favourite celebration of Malteser.
Oh,
I like 'em all.
Celebrations
It is
are
up
a
there.
good.
Celebrations are good.
A good.
Celebrations
jar
is the
chocolate.
best.
Do you know what I'll say though? We've got celebrations at home at the moment. There's too many Galaxy caramels. I love a
Are you
Galaxy.
complaining?
A Galaxy caramel for me isn't.
Oh,
See,
no,
I'm,
it's just
I'm
an
partial
extra
to a
layer of
Galaxy
fun.
caramel. So
Yeah,
I'm,
I do like a Galaxy
I
caramel.
like a smooth bit of chocolate.
smooth treat.
Um,
smooth treat.
It wasn't there another Galaxy thing in there as well. I don't know if it's still
There's
there.
normal Galaxy.
Yeah, there's normal. I swear there was something else.
There
Like
was-
a Galaxy
there was-
truffle or
there
something.
was.
What was it?
Was that last year though?
It wasn't.
It was like a truffle Galaxy. I'm sure it was.
But I've not seen it
No.
for a while. I remember it in my youth.
Ute.
Your face. Your face.
We're only 22.
I remember it back in my day. No, I swear there was a third Galaxy one, but I can't remember what it was.
I think that was recently. To me, that seems like it was recently.
Was it not like a one-off like special they were doing? Was it in the celebrations or was it just like?
No, it was
for
celebrations. I can't remember what it was though.
That's another bloody edit. That
No,
though.
that's another edit. Brilliant. Cool.
Right, do you want me to say
All right.
what
Oh
mine
yeah,
is?
go on. Yeah.
So I had a dairy milk one. Which,
Classic.
Lovely.
I mean, yeah.
My dad, midway through a Champion of the Hill game on Vanguard, got home a lint calendar.
Oh,
And he
that's
walked in my
Tory.
room and he
but
put
I'm
it
up for
down
it.
and he was like, there you go. And I went, thanks. And he just walked out.
So you
'Cause I
got
was in a-
two?
I was in an intense game.
It was locked in.
And then I turned around when I finished the game, realised what I'd done, and I had to shout down the stairs, "Thank you, Dad. Where did you get it from?" And he was like, "From work," and I didn't feel bad anymore. 'Cause it
Screw
didn't
you,
cost him anything.
son.
They're expensive. I haven't calendars lid, aren't
Well, it's when I say it's lint, it's like it's not a big one. You get like a very small lint ball in there, like a very small
Ah.
lint
they?
ball.
Or is it the ones
see.
with the like truffle chocolate inside?
Well, I love that. I'm fingers crossed.
The red
I
one.
get one of those for like Christmas and my birthday. A big ball.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
gonna
oh,
say,
the
do you
big
ever get the
ones.
big ball?
I can't have
Always.
any more.
Always.
There's one famous Christmas when I was about 6, but I nailed it. I
Yeah.
was playing WWE SmackDown vs Raw 2006, and they nailed a whole pack of them, and I was sick violently.
They
Yeah.
are.
And I haven't
They're
even
a
since.
world.
They're
It's
the
so good from memory.
definition of rich.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they are rich.
If you have too many.
I think I had
Ooh.
an Easter egg, Lint one, and it was cookies and cream. And it was
Cookies and
It
cream.
was glorious. It was
I do a
absolutely
stupid
worldy.
thing every year. Like I say, I get one for my birthday, a big lint ball, and for Christmas normally. So they're like, that's July and December, so I can spread them out. And what I normally do is I normally save 2 or 3 from the end of the lint ball, because I'm like, I'll have those one day.
They're a
and, then
treat.
and then I just don't eat them and they go off. But in my head, they're saved for a good day.
I do that with Easter eggs.
Yeah.
I just have like 2 or 3 where I'll put them in a bag and I'll just put them in my bed,
Yeah.
and then I'll find them in like October. And I'm like, oh shit!
That's the thing. I had Easter eggs this year that my mum
Hey,
was
Halloween.
like, are you going to eat them?
It's gone off the one here.
Yeah, but are you really bothered?
Yeah.
Chocolate isn't that bad when it goes off.
I had a packet of Lidl's Ready Salted Crisps the other day that had gone off. I was like, I didn't even know crisps went off. How does a
they're
crisp
in a
go off?
packet, yeah.
Yeah, they didn't taste gone off. They were
I
alright.
do want to point out that things in a packet will still go off. Please don't hold that rule
No,
on food.
but
If you're watching
I
this at
swear,
home, don't eat gone off food.
don't they have like, I want to say methane inside inside the packet.
They
It's
do.
Yeah, I was
It's
going to
not
say
oxygen.
that keeps
Yeah.
them. Yeah, it keeps.
I'm
them
not sure whether
fresh, to
Lidl
be
do
fair.
that, but I'm
Yeah.
sure Walker.
I thought it was just a similar situation with like canned food.
Other crisps are available.
Well, canned food's like nuclear. Like
Yeah.
that will last for like
Yeah, that will.
3 years.
Baked beans.
That'd be unreal.
Oh, throw back to last week's
Beans.
I love
episode.
baked
Never had baked beans.
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 Still never had baked beans.
What?
22 years old. Never had baked beans before.
That's mental.
I know.
That could
Everyone
be a
has-
podcast in itself.
Everyone. The baked bean
We're
episode.
gonna do a clip on the Clips channel of just you eating beans.
Yeah.
You never eaten beans.
And then the
before?
following clip will be the roast of me.
That is mental. I
It's-
genuinely
it's
didn't know
daft,
that.
innit?
That's a
Because-
podcast exclusive.
Because there is a topic. This podcast, by the way.
Yeah, we are 7 minutes
But
in. and
I'm
we've not
I'm
talked at
deep
all
in the
about
baked
it.
bean thing. I eat a lot of food based on how it looks, and that's like
I think beans look quite appetizing.
I don't when they're like on a plate and they're just there in like a red sauce. I don't know. There's
It's
something
not
about
red,
them.
it's orange.
To be
What,
fair, if you're getting
reds?
red beans, then you probably should be giving them a miss.
Did you not come to Liverpool with us when we had baked bean tequila?
I did, but I didn't have it.
What?
I didn't have the baked beans. Oh wait, did you all have baked beans tequila?
Yeah, we all had baked bean tequila.
Oh, I didn't go to that one.
It was the
then.
one where
No, I didn't
bleep
go
that
that one.
name.
But it's in fine.
Every week.
Another name drop.
Sorry about that.
That it's in Barbar though, isn't it? In Liverpool. That's the name of
It
the
wasn't
club.
bar.
Oh, is it
No,
not?
it was a special tequila bar that my mate from uni told me to go to on the night out.
Oh.
It's near Concert Square though.
Right. Yeah. In Barbar's the one where me and doing drafts.
Bleep that name.
Another name there.
Yeah, it's not his real name,
I'm
is
a
it?
coach in my head.
He's got a lot of
Real
editing to do
name.
this week. Maybe you
Bloody
won't do a
hell.
podcast for about a month.
Making my eye twitch.
I'm sorry, man.
Do you want to? We've
It's
done
the
9
boys.
minutes of talking utter
Well,
shite. Do you
well,
want to get us in? Oh, your advent
My
calendar.
advent calendar
Yeah.
before you
This best be good now.
ravagely stole my
I'm
thing.
going to give you a time
My
of 45
segue.
seconds.
It's
Get in it.
fine. It's fine.
I want to go to bed tonight, son.
Mine is a Kinder Bueno.
Oh,
One.
Worth the wait.
correct.
I didn't
Worth
know.
the wait.
I didn't know they did advent calendars, but my god, they do.
I never
And
did advent calendars.
I opened number 1 today with my nephew, and it's like a chunk of Bueno,
Nice.
like a massive,
like
like a brick.
Oh.
Like, as in, if
Like-
you had a bar and it's got the index.
Yeah, it's got
is
the
it
is.
just
It's one of
those?
them. Yeah,
Nice.
That's a good
beautiful.
advent calendar, that though.
it
It
is
is.
good. Trevor has a beer one, like a massive
beer
box.
one?
Like craft-
Yeah, a beer one
Yeah.
that's about like that wide and like that deep.
Trevor's starting off his day right.
He is. And you stand it up and you open the flap and you
Hello.
pull a beer bottle out and it
Nice.
gives you a hint. There's no numbers on the box. It obviously told you number 1 for the first day.
I was
You
going to say,
o-
like, rule number 1 of advent calendar.
Yeah, I know.
It's the numbers, isn't it?
but you open
Just
it
open a random
and you
door.
pull the bottle out and it gives you a clue on the inside of the door
To-
as
as to what
the
the
next
beer
one.
is?
Oh,
No,
the
as
next
to
beer.
Oh, right,
where
okay.
number 2 is on, because it's like picture and there's like loads of people doing crazy
That's quite
things,
sick.
like a
Is-
Where's Wally thing.
Is it not quite a big advent calendar?
Oh, it's
Like
wham.
24.
It's
Trevor's a big man. It's a big
Yes.
advent calendar for a big
A
man.
big appetite.
Yeah.
Costco.
If it was a
brand.
small advent calendar, I'd be disappointed. Get us in. Dan.
Anyway,
Yeah, we're on. It only took us 10 minutes.
it's hard doing segues, which is a segue in itself. Today's episode is based on. It's actually quite consistent because we did Would You Rather as the first.
He's cracking a beer.
It's not. He is. He's cracking a crisp one open. Our man's a twist cap. I will whap that open after this. But
I'm just interrupted. Go on.
but it's similar to Would You Rather, and it's another question. It's will you press the button? And basically, you get given a situation. And we'll start off. I was going to say I'll give you an example, but I'll just say the first one after. You get given a situation, but you also get given a sort of like. It's not. It doesn't have to be a punishment. It's like you get blah 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 blah, but you also get blah 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 if you push the button, and you get to choose whether you want to push it or you don't.
It's
you,
a
get, you get a good situation and a corresponding bad situation.
Pretty
that
much,
happens at
yeah.
the same time.
you get a consequence.
Yeah.
You get a
correct.
Yes.
consequence.
And after you either push the button or not, it gives me like the majority of what
The
everyone's
percentage of what
voted.
people
Yeah.
said.
Of
So you
the-
could be in the minority.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I suppose we should start. And I've ran this one by my mum, and I thought it was a worldy one.
Nice.
Right. Will you push the button? You find out when you will die,
Okay.
but you die instantly if you tell someone.
Ooh. I
Are
don't
you
think
pushing the
No,
button?
I
I'm going to
think
put my
that's
microphone
terrible.
down and open my
The
drink.
first thing, I wouldn't
No.
want to know when I'm gonna die.
Really?
I would want to wait. So you
Would you not? I would.
so if you don't want to know when you die, you just going about as you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you don't press the button,
just
sure,
get given the
normal
option.
life resumes, does it?
Yeah. So, but why the hell would you add that other bit of risk to your life?
Fun, innit?
What if it?
Well, I feel like knowing when you die is quite useful.
That's the last thing, because I'd constantly be thinking about it. I'd be counting
Yeah, but-
down.
What if it's something
Would you
terrible
know?
like 26,
Yeah.
and you're like, well,
I count
shit.
down now.
Well then, yeah, but then I
without
think
knowing.
I guess you've got to. You could be like, oh well, I'm dying at 26. I might as well try and enjoy life as best as I can.
Does that not invoke any kind of panic in you? That statement you just said.
No,
I've spoken about this at work. I see life in quite an abstract way, I think.
because that's like real life. That can happen in real life. You could get a terminal illness and be like, you've got 2 months to live.
Yeah, but why
And
would
you're
you?
like,
You wouldn't.
Yeah, but
Are you
want to know
suggesting that you'd want a terminal illness so that somebody would tell you?
No,
that
I'm
they
saying.
not only want it, but want to know in advance.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying that what you just said then happens in real life.
Imagine it says you're gonna die at 45, right? You get to 40. I'd be thinking in my head. I'd be thinking, right, around 43, I'm gonna get some sort of horrible illness, and I'll have about 2 years to live. Imagine you get to 45, and no one's
Nothing
told you of
happens.
anything. You've been for multiple checks. Everything's fine. You're like, oh, I'm gonna die suddenly of something, and I don't know what the fuck it is.
That's terrifying.
Yeah.
That's like
That is worrying.
because then you wouldn't even be able to do the things you wanted to do because you'd be so
You'd
terrified
be
of
crippled
like
of
just
feet. Like you couldn't be like, I'll go to Alton Towers one last time because
I
you're
know,
gonna
yeah.
you're gonna die on the roller coaster.
Well, I get where you're coming from, but there is another side to this,
okay.
and I'm intrigued. Cause okay, but what if it's like you will die at 96 of old age, right? You'll be like,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
cool. If you like say it's you're gonna die in a plane crash. Oh, there's
Are we
two
saying
things,
that?
actually.
Are we saying that it tells you how you die as well as when you die?
Because that's a very important.
Oh,
part of
that's
it.
true. It just says when,
But
doesn't
go
it?
on,
Yeah.
continue anyway.
I
As
was
if
gonna-
it was that.
I was gonna say, well, surely you just avoid planes,
But that
right?
I think that defeats the object.
Yeah,
Because,
I know what you mean. That's
because
sort of cheating
you can't
in a way.
escape death. Do you know what I mean?
Quote of the
You
day.
could-
Sorry, put that down.
It's Christmas, guys. Merry Christmas. You can't escape death.
It's another bloody full name from that man over
No,
there.
it's fine.
Yeah,
you can know
he's-
my name.
Yeah,
That's fine. I'm a host. I'm a host.
Yeah, the amount of name drops he's giving, I'm doing one myself.
You can imagine it tells you you're gonna die in a plane crash, so you're like, I'm gonna avoid all planes, and then one day when you're 96, a plane crashes into you, and that's what
That's
it
the
meant
thing,
all
yeah.
along.
It's not even you getting
That's
on a
true.
plane.
That's true.
You're just walking
plane
down the
could
road
crash
and
in your
you're just like,
house.
oh fuck.
There is
That's
no
a Boeing
way.
747, and that is a man who we know who I'm not going to drop his name. His dream. I'm sure he'd like to die in a plane crash.
Yeah, it would.
Oh,
You
you
know,
probably
that'd be
would.
like his-
I do know
Dan's
who you
best
mean.
friend from high school.
Behave yourself.
That'd be like his
I had many
Valhalla, though,
friends.
wouldn't it?
I had many friends, so no one's gonna know who
You
that
didn't.
is because I had so many friends, so many.
I am not pressing that
Yeah, I'm
button.
not pressing the button.
Okay.
I'm not pressing that button.
One more thing though, because it says when, right?
Are you
Right.
selling this button?
Yes.
Are
It's
you-
free
are
on
you
the
gonna
App
deal
Store,
with, Are you going
guys.
to deal with the devil?
I've not. You find out when you die.
Yeah.
Say you die at 96. Are you technically immortal
Yeah, until 96.
until 96?
Yeah, this is the thing. Yeah.
Oh.
That's what I mean.
I would
well,
say
you're
yeah.
not, because if you tell anyone, you die instantly.
Yeah, but what if you
But-
know in your head?
But that,
Oh, I'm gonna die. I'm
I-
only gonna die at 96. I'm immortal.
but that kind of implies that if you could just die instantly, that you could probably just.
I would
Die.
say that
Die.
you would be
Die.
immortal because I would say that if not, that question should be worded the maximum age you will live to. You will know the maximum age you will live to.
Yeah.
If it just says you will die on this day,
We're not pressing the button.
no,
We're
I'm
not pressing
Not
that
pressing
button.
the
I
button.
think is this a 2-1 though? Would you have pressed the button?
Yeah.
Especially prior to speaking to us.
I would
definitely.
have pressed the button.
Yeah.
I think
what,
you would've.
what did your mum say?
Well, I don't think she gave me an answer to it, but she said, she said she wouldn't push it because she wouldn't mind knowing when she was gonna die, but she was like, what if you just got really drunk one day and forgot? And you said it to a person,
Blurted it
and then
out.
you instantly exploded on the spot.
You put a family.
And then I was like, if I could get to a drunken state where I feel the need to urinate on my keyboard and mouse on my desk at home,
Another
which
little
is a
flip.
thing, I would easily be like, by the way, guys, I'm gonna die at 45,
And then
I'd
we'd
just
say,
and then
and then we'd say,
flatline.
no, you're not. You've just
You
exploded.
just died down.
But you do really coy. You'd be like, come here. I've got something to tell you.
Yeah.
Sit down.
Oh, yeah.
Sit down.
Hey, I've always thought of
Grab
you as
him
one
by
of
the
my
shoulder.
favourite friends. Listen,
I love you.
I love you.
I would die. I would die
I've
for you.
got
boys.
something to tell you, boys. I'm immortal.
I wouldn't.
No, I'm not
I
pressing
would
that. Well,
press that button.
You're in the opposite of the minority.
Majority.
That's the one.
My
Behave
word.
yourself, man.
Edit that.
Shut up.
Edit that.
No.
Not staying
Dan's
in.
brain.
Not
Shut
staying in.
Opposite of the minority.
51% didn't. So it's close.
So
It is
yeah,
close.
It's pretty damn close.
almost a 50-50 split.
You become successful in everything you do, but you can never have children.
Oh, I think I already know this.
My mind instantly went to, yeah,
Yeah, I
But-
think mine did.
but
I'm giving a big old thump on that red button.
Yeah.
I
No,
think
as in
I
like, that's
would-
what you think.
I would, because with regards to being successful in everything I do, I could do whatever I want. I could
You'd
play
have
for
a- you'd
Liverpool.
you'd be rather
I could-
wealthy.
I could play for Liverpool up front, and because I'm successful in everything that I do, I could score in any match that I wanted to, because I'd be successful in that match.
You're like guaranteeing things happening,
Yeah.
aren't you?
I could be
It's-
like, Liverpool could win every
just
single trophy
a very successful footballer.
because of me. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I do want to be a dad, but like doing well at everything.
Yeah. It's one of those, and it's philosophical because like, where's your legacy if you don't have any kids?
Well, it's what you're making
Yeah.
at that point. So like, if you were successful at everything,
Yeah.
you'd like to think you had something at the end.
I
that
think
carry on.
I'm also-
I'm gonna go on.
I was gonna say I'm also going with the fact like you can't adopt because it
Yeah.
says you can never have
Yeah,
children.
you can't have,
you
like-
can't possess a child.
I think
Yeah.
I think this is also an easy question for you two because you could treat your siblings' children like your own kids.
Yeah.
Do you know? And like,
That's
say
true.
you become really
That's
successful
true.
and really
like
rich.
my nephew.
Yeah, you could give everything to your nephew. I can't do that, but I think I'd go yeah on that.
Yeah.
Push
I think
the
I think
I think
push the
I would
button.
probably push it as well. I think
Yeah.
it's
I also feel like similar like having a 3-year-old nephew and seeing what this sounds awful. Seeing what he's done to my brother and his wife. It takes over your life. Your life fully changes when you have a kid. And I feel like that'd be really sad.
it becomes everything done so you're all in all.
It's sad
It's
as
not
well
amazing.
because you'd
Yeah.
be successful in being. You'd be successful in being a parent.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you would, but
But
you
you
just
can't
never.
do it.
never
Yeah,
happen.
that's true.
Do you reckon you're just firing blanks in this scenario, or do you reckon
I
you're
was,
firing a towel?
I've pushed the button, but there was small print in the black
You
box.
become an action man.
We have to get our balls cut off. I didn't read that, but I've pushed it. It's too much.
It's gone. It's
gone.
a shame.
We all
It's gone.
become massive hairless dogs.
This
What?
Dogs get the balls cut off,
if
don't
there's
they?
not an
Why
edit,
have we got to be hairless?
if there's not an edit right
Because
now
dogs
of
are
all of us
hair.
hairless,
I've got.
I don't mean like hairless on the head, but like I mean like a dog, and you kind of like we're not furry. I was trying to justify the dog.
this podcast would be incredibly successful if all three of us were successful in everything
That's very
that we
true.
did.
We all press the button, so
We were all
I'll
infertile.
admit it. Joe Rogan can go shit himself. We've overtook him. Also, we're in the majority, 59%.
Yeah.
59.
Push the thing.
I don't know.
Some
I'll take
people
it,
don't want kids full stop anyway, so that's an easy push,
No,
isn't
they
it?
don't do it. It's just
Oh, that's a face.
This has potential. This has potential. You gain the ability to walk through walls,
okay. Strange.
but your clothes don't go with you.
No.
No, I'm not pushing the button.
Okay.
But
I mean, there's doors.
I don't know. How,
Doors exist.
I
But
don't know how useful that would be, and why would I want to be naked in any scenario?
you could.
Yeah, I
you
don't.
could
I've never.
rob things.
You could
I'm gonna
walk.
be naked.
Yeah, but you do it at night so no one sees you.
There's cameras.
Yeah, but
Just seen some naked man with his cock out come through the wall.
yeah,
I mean, you remember that, wouldn't
in
you?
the
Like,
bank.
The first thing I thought of was you could get into a jail and get somebody else, but you can't because they can't go through walls.
I just don't know when you'd ever use
No.
it.
The only
Yeah.
the only convenient thing I can think of is you wouldn't have to open the shower door when you.
The only use of this power.
How relevant is that?
That would be banging.
How lazy
Like,
you got to be.
But you don't even have to like take your clothes off before you get in the shower. Just walk into
Do you
the
know what?
door
Do
and
you
you're in
know
the
what?
shower, no clothes.
Maybe I would press the button because I'd never use it in any other scenario other than
Maybe
that.
it's just a good skill to have.
Yeah, there's nothing horrifyingly negative about it.
Yeah,
is there?
because you
It's
just
like,
choose to not walk through walls.
Yeah.
If you didn't want to be. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
pushing the button.
Yeah, go on.
I'll
Or it'd be
push the
quite
button
funny
as
if you
well.
accidentally did.
Yeah. If
We're in
you,
the minority. 45%.
if you like leant on a wall and you fell through it and you're like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, don't get the
In a
cock
club.
on the
You're
way
just
home.
nude. Oh, okay. I'm trying to think if that would be useful in some way, but I don't. I
I'm sure that somebody will know a way it's useful.
Yeah.
If 55% of people have said yeah.
No,
Um,
55 didn't. We're in the
We're in the
minority.
minority.
We pushed the button.
Oh right, okay. If 45% of people have said yeah, then somebody will have a
Yeah.
good reason for it.
If you know how
Okay.
you'd use that power, put it in the comments.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
You don't have a
Tell
clue.
us. Because
Other
we
than
have
just
no.
walking through a shower door.
fucking clue. Oh, there's actually links weirdly with what we've just said.
Right.
You can have any superpower you want.
Yep.
But you can't control it. So, like we just said, you could
Oh.
accidentally lean on a wall and go through it. But we're saying in the last one you can control it. With this one, you can have any superpower, but you can't control it.
Would that affect what you'd pick then, wouldn't it? Because like,
If
Yeah.
you picked the ability to fly, you could literally just I could fire out of this chair
Yeah.
and smash
I
my
feel
head
like
on the
that's
roof.
not. I think I'm not pushing the button on this one.
no, I don't think so either.
Well, out of interest, what power would you pick?
Me and Chantal, my girlfriend, I've had this conversation quite recently because I asked her this question and she was like adamant and really quick what she'd have.
I just thought about it.
She'd shapeshift, and she was
Wow.
like, because you could do anything.
That would be a nightmare in this scenario because you could just become a 10-foot cock and balls.
You would you just become a Boeing 747
Yeah.
in this
Very
shirt.
true. And say like say you'd lying in
Tell you
bed.
what, the man we mentioned before would love that. He'd be like, oh, that's a bit of me.
Seeing the engines on me. Look at my check out my wingspan. How many people could you fit in me?
Minute ball.
Lots. Lots.
Check out my
I tell you what, if
wingspan.
you were, you'd make a banging centre in basketball if you were a Boeing 747. I was gonna say,
Maybe you're
no
arena.
opposable thumbs.
yeah, but you just wings block the basket. No, I was gonna say you just put the thought in my head. If say like I don't know, you and Chantal were like on a date or like at a meal or Netflix and chilling. Things start getting frisky.
And you're suddenly in her exhaust pipe.
Hands are
I
moving.
suddenly grow
Hands
wings.
Hands are moving. All of a sudden,
Suddenly you're blown,
couch.
That would be.
suddenly you're blown away by a jet engine.
That would
All of
be.
a sudden, you suck Chantal into an
That
engine.
would be terrifying. You would never be able to relax
All
anywhere
of
you
a
went.
sudden, you're a steamboat.
Mwah.
Fuck on. Oh.
I think there's. I don't know what my superpower would be. I think my superpower would probably be flying, but I have a stipulation of it would have to be Superman flying, or
What's
teleportation. What I mean is,
Teleportation.
Okay.
I think there's a thing with flying when people say they want to fly. I always think, well, what if you just flew at like the same speed as you run?
There's no point, is
It's
there?
just- yeah, because it's just like, well, you're
Oh,
just
that's
flapping
true.
your hands.
Yeah.
But if you're like, and you're rapid,
Supersonic. You would
yeah.
just.
But teleportation is the one.
Yeah.
But
that's
again, that would
solid.
be a fucking nightmare because I'd be like, we'd be mid podcast and you'd be like, where's Fleming gone?
Fleming gone. Oh, he's gone to bloody
Why
Bahrain.
has he
Just
gone
landed in
in the
Bahrain.
middle of the podcast. Then again, if we've got Chantal on the podcast, she'll be sat there chilling midway through a story. Toaster. Bread.
Fuck's sake.
Just pop
Imagine
out.
it-
It's like,
Imagine it was like
Chantal's gone.
influenced by like what other people thought. It's like if you were really hungry, should I turn into a buffet or
oh
something?
yeah, you thought of something random.
Yeah.
That's awful. That.
That is awful.
I think there's one superpower.
Imagine if
when,
you were-
This
when
is
people say, when people like, it's a common one where people are instantly like, yeah, I'd do that. I think you're a little creepy bastard. If you say you want to be invisible, I can't think of any use to that.
Other
that's
than
not creepy.
Standing in a
than
corner and just watching people.
It's a massive
Yeah.
red flag.
Yeah, that's a clip.
We're not cutting
That
over
is a
there.
clip.
We're not going over there.
Go cut to that.
That's not a clip. That's a gif.
Quickly before we hit 20 minutes. What's your superpower?
I've not really thought about this. To be fair, teleportation would be up there.
Teleportation.
The force would be cool,
Force would be cool.
Yeah.
but I mean, we'll reset before it goes on because it's flashing at me. It's
We're
yelling
flashing.
at me. It's flashing.
We'll be
Gotta
back.
Reset, mother of God. We're back. We had a break. We had a wee.
We're back.
So we're on to the next one.
Well,
You had a superpower.
Well, your
to
superpower.
disclose
I
that
was-
it was
yeah.
teleportation. You said.
I've not really thought of it, to be fair. Teleporting would be cool. What have you just done?
I just brought it closer to my mouth to go.
Cleared his throat.
Teleportation would be cool, but you've got to remember you can't control it
No, I mean teleportation for me was
Yeah,
outside of.
outside
but
of
I
that.
don't think there's
yeah.
anything that I'd want to gain that I can't control.
That you can't control.
No, like
Isn't
Juan
this-
said, you just live in fear.
There's
Yeah,
a
You
film.
couldn't chill anywhere.
There's a film. Chronicle.
Chronicle. Yeah.
I've never
I
seen
was going to
it.
suggest that.
good
That's,
film.
that's a really good film.
I really want. I need to watch that because that's like quite. It's not realistic because you have superpowers, but it's like realistic in how it works.
He has a-
And
You've got
it's a
superpowers,
good
yeah.
There's a
idea.
moment in that where isn't the moment where he goes mental? Doesn't he?
He kills the other.
Well, yeah,
doesn't
because
doesn't he go mental because he's getting a blowjob and he pisses on a girl and they all take the piss out of him?
I don't know. I don't remember
There's
it.
definitely a moment. What are you looking at the camera?
I was not expect. I wasn't expecting that to come out your mouth.
I'm sure he goes mental because he's like, he either can't get it up. I'm pretty sure he pisses on a girl.
Pisses on her.
Yeah, I might expose myself here. This might not be at all the film, but I'm
This might
sure.
be just one of your memories.
I'm sure there's a. I'm sure.
Memory on Facebook.
I'm sure they're at like a like a American frat party or whatever,
Yeah.
and he's a virgin, I think, and he goes into a room with a girl, and she's like, "I'm gonna suck your dick," and he's like, "Right." And then he pisses on her, and everyone's like, "Ah, you pissed on her." And at that point, he just sort of snaps, and he's like, "I'm gonna fuck shit up."
Ah.
Do you know what I mean?
But he has the powers then.
I think he might do, yeah.
I need to watch it.
I'm watching tonight. Actually, I have to cross
I
reference.
always get that
I'll
and
watch it
Super 8
next,
mixed up.
next week.
Super 8.
If you watch it tonight and what I've just said is bollocks, just put a disclaimer all
None of
underneath.
this is
Yeah.
untrue.
I've been talking utter bollocks in this whole entire clip. Bullshit alert.
Right. Are we not pushing it then?
No, I'm not. No, it's terrifying.
Okay. I won't push it. Yeah, we're in the majority. 58% did not push it.
Perfect.
Lovely.
You have
Bit
the
sad.
best marriage ever. Fleming's already like, yeah, no. But this is actually quite easy. You no longer have any friends except your family.
I could do that. I think I'd have that.
You're quite close. You really like your family, don't you?
I do.
Whereas we hate them.
I think
You give or
that,
take.
I'm speaking for Juan. He has no say in this.
I think if I'm constituting my best marriage ever, then that person is gonna be like your best friend anyway.
It's the best of both
It's
worlds.
sad. It's sad. It's sad that you've not got your mates, but I think I could do it.
Podcast would be over
Podcast. Well,
for you.
what was it? Was it that you don't have mates?
You don't have any friends.
Well, you could not be my friends, and we could do a podcast.
I don't want to do a podcast
Could
where
actively
they're not my
dislike each
friends.
other and try and
we
steal
do that
their-
now, Dan.
To be fair, you are on the brink of I'm ending this friendship. Every day I think like the thought crosses my mind. Why am I friends with Fleming?
I'm at the point now where I can't greet you on
Why?
PlayStation without saying, "My God, you reek." of
Yes.
piss."
I've never
That's
I've
the
never once
greeting.
got a simple hello. How are you? It's always I come on and Fleming's like, God, you reek. You actually stink.
Fucking reek.
Like, and he says it with so much passion
But look
and
at his
aggression.
face. Look at his face now. He's smiling. He loves it.
Yeah, I do see it. He's like,
loves
He
it.
loves it.
he's like, yeah, he's right. I can smell this.
I'm not
He's
showering
right.
days.
He's right. I haven't showered in the last 5 days.
Yeah, I think I'd
Um,
push the button.
I think I press it as well. I
Would
think
ya?
that's- I think so. Well, you think like the
You've got
perfect
two brothers.
marriage and your family.
Yeah, but the
That's a hell of a.
The
Yeah,
boys.
but Dan, when you're fucking like 56.
What are you saying when we're 56 we're like be friends?
No, we are, but I'm talking in this environment. So you
Because-
can either have a happily married life with family, including your kids,
Are you saying
or you could
Are
still
you-
go out with the
are
boys
you
and
s-
start to.
I'm going to assume that you think if you and Chantal got married you won't be happy. That's why you're pushing the button.
No, I'm pressing it with the intentions that I would be happy.
But
Well, why are you pressing the button then?
Does that work?
yeah,
Does that
I mean,
work?
he made a point.
I have made
I'm
a
not
point.
sure that was his intention, but you've made a point.
It's a very blunt point.
Yeah, but again,
Not sharp.
I think part of if somebody said to you, and this isn't my opinions on marriage, but if somebody said to you, you're stuck with somebody for the rest of your life, you have no other friends other than that person and the people in your family, you'd be like, oh shit, that's not going to be good. But if it's the perfect marriage, you're never going to argue, or
You
if you
wouldn't
do
panic.
argue, it's going to be arguing in a good way. Do you know what I mean? Nothing's going to go wrong in that perfect marriage.
It's very true. Nights out won't exist really.
But you would, because you'd want to go on nights out with this person.
Would you though?
He's not convinced on this
He's
question. You are fighting back
I
so
wouldn't put-
much.
I
way
wouldn't-
too reliant on the boys.
I wouldn't. I love the boys. I'm on the.
So do I, but
There'd be no place. You ain't gonna play PlayStation with your missus, are you?
This woman might like PlayStation. She's a perfect woman.
I mean, me and
Yeah,
Chantal
but
play Zelda.
One person.
Chantal play
I've
Zelda at
got
the
kids at
weekend.
this point.
You've not
I've got
because you
a
pushed
kid.
the button to be too successful. You can't have kids.
I've got
You don't
a
have
kid.
balls.
I've got a kid at this point.
Oh gosh, you do.
We're a multi-millionaire with no kids and the ability to transform into a Boeing 747. What a man!
What a life! What a life!
I'm pushing the button.
I wouldn't
Are
push the
you
button.
pushing the button, one?
I'm pushing the button.
Right, push the button, Dan. See whether we're in the majority.
I looked at the
That
wavelength.
actually wasn't that
okay,
bad.
thank God. I did a very feral screech for some reason. Well, 62% did not push the button.
I can see why.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can
I think
understand
I'm
it.
just I'm
The
taking
boys.
I'm taking perfect. Literally.
Bros before hoes is useless to you.
You can't say that when you're 64.
Yes, I can. Watch me.
Have you met my
No, we'll
granddad?
keep this video in the vault and bring it up when I'm 64, and I will be like, I'm depressed, but I'm right.
But I am right.
But
I am right.
But I never had the perfect marriage. Also,
Right.
lads, I'm no fucking sterile because I'm really successful.
Don't touch me, I'm sterile.
Wanked into oblivion.
I'm a Boeing 747. Then you realise
Maybe-
you're a plane.
I may be a plane, but I love my wife. You gain the powers, or just the power. You gain the power to read minds, but you lose your sight.
No,
That's
That-
like an X-Men. I
that-
feel like that would make a banging X-Men.
that would be a good X-Man.
Again, the whole. I don't think the reward is even that good.
No,
Reading minds is like
Yeah.
could be torture.
constantly.
mean?
Plus, how do you know whose mind you're reading if you can't see him?
There is also an X-Men though.
Shout. I didn't even think. Yeah, shout.
You know what I mean? It's like I'm trying to read your mind, Fleming. I'm trying to read your mind. Dan, you're staring at the wall.
Imagine,
I'm over here, mate.
imagine if it was like the nearest proximity, and by chance you ended up at like living next to a serial killer.
You're
And
hearing
just
that
like, oh,
all the
hearing that.
time.
Yeah.
And you could be like, oh,
I'm
God,
assuming in this scenario though, you can't.
he's a bit of
control-
all right. That him next door, isn't he? Yeah, I fancy his legs. I might chop his. He's blind as well. He won't see it coming.
Fancy his legs.
I fancy, yeah.
I
Quick
suppose
swift
in
hammer
this
to the kneecaps.
In this scenario, you can
Go on.
control it, can't you? It's not.
Yeah. You can
uncontrollable
control who
minds.
you read minds.
There is an X-Man who can read minds already.
Yeah.
Like the most famous
But he's not
one.
blind. Stevie Wonder.
Is that the bald bloke?
Yeah.
Charles Xavier. Yeah. Professor X.
Patrick
I didn't know he was a
Stewart.
sir.
Patrick Stewart, yeah.
Patrick
I
Stewart.
didn't know he was a sir.
Yeah.
He's mates with Sir Ian McKellen, isn't he?
He is.
Sir Patrick
He
Stewart.
is? I didn't even make that connection.
Gandalf.
Matrix. Who's behave?
How the fuck did you get there?
No, because I'm thinking of Oh my lord, what's his name?
This
What's
segment over here needs to be more regular.
Give me beer over.
It's all
He's
gone
spilled-
Peter.
It's all gone wrong. He spelled his beer up. You've got to
setup-
keep. Sorry, you've got to keep it in.
Dan
This
just.
couch setup needs to be
Oh
regular.
my god.
Because your mouth is ridiculous. He just keeps looking at me going,
Dan's just asked me what X-Men's Florence
No,
Fishburne.
wait, no. It slipped out. It slipped out. What's his name though? Michael Fassbender. Is that his name? Why did I get Lawrence Fishburne mixed up with Michael Fassbender? What's wrong with me? It's like polar opposite of the spectrum.
Oh my god.
One was a African American actor in The Matrix. The other one is a white Irish actor in the X-Men. Holy hell, that was a balls up. I will admit, I went wrong there. I'll raise my hand up. That was poor by me. That was poor.
oh my word.
Is the thing foggy? You get everything you've ever wanted.
Okay.
Which, I mean, for Fleming, he already has because he has me. But you only live for another 5 years.
No.
No.
I hate how quickly you decide.
We give reasoning though.
Yes. I feel like when it's something that bad, like I know it's something amazing, but when it's something like the worst, you're like
Death.
It's one of those as well where like if you don't push the button, life just goes on as normal. I'm
Does
assuming.
it? You could die tomorrow.
Well, no, but what I mean is like you could also in the same way get everything you ever wanted
In life, that's very true.
Yeah. and not die in 5 years.
If you were granted this spell, you are right. What's going on? What's happening?
But what was it? What were we on? Wham's not answered his in
No,
depth.
it's not.
Oh yeah, what's the first thing that Wham?
Oh yeah. If you got granted that wish, you could get everything you've ever wanted.
Yeah.
What would the first thing you'd want?
Oh.
Because you've already got your woman
What's
of
the
life,
first thing that pops to
hopefully.
mind before?
I'm just saying, Chantal, there's no guarantees in life.
Do you
that's
know
all I'm
what?
saying.
A house.
House.
A house.
got
I
one?
think. My own house. I think because it's just like so.
Really?
It's such a big leap forward. It's such an expensive thing. An all paid for house would be sick.
Yeah.
Those are quite mature answers.
Thank you.
Just get.
Well,
just
no,
get one right now. Sorry.
I'm
Names.
sorry,
Mum and
Martin.
Dad. Mum and Dad.
I feel like, do you not? What have you picked that because I feel like you feel like you're not gonna be able to do that in real life.
I've not
No,
picked
I
a
wouldn't
woman because I don't think I'll ever be with a woman again.
Jesus
Well,
Christ,
that's what
Dan.
I mean, no. And then I was like, when you said house, I was like, you gotta get a house anyway, surely.
Yeah, but
No, but
when it says everything you've ever wanted, I don't go Bugatti Veyron. Do you know what I mean?
Because that's something a
I'm not a-
13-year-old
I'm not a
says.
child, yeah.
No.
I don't know.
Like an £800,000 7
Mansion.
bedroom.
Oh, okay,
all
so a
paid
mansion
house.
then.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
What do you go to? What's your image?
A Bugatti Veyron.
FIFA points. Lots of FIFA.
The one guy who doesn't drive. A Bugatti Veyron.
Didn't even think of it though.
No, just I think hookers.
That's a worldy answer.
Are we pushing the button then, or
That's got to be an edit.
are we pushing?
Focus.
Are we pushing the button?
What was the downside? I get everything I
You only
wanted.
you only live for another 5
Oh
years.
no, I'm not
No,
pushing the button.
I'm not pushing the button.
So you'd live till you're 18, Fleming, and then you die.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're not pressing
I'm
the button.
13. That's why this facial hair interference.
Oh my god.
Yeah, 77 people did not. How many?
77 There's only
do-
100 people answering. 77 people, yeah.
That is. Do we have any idea what we want to do next week?
Well, we're not here.
No,
That's
no.
true. We're not here next week.
We're-
Like,
we're-
you don't care.
There's going to be a week missing, and then we will return.
I tell you
with
what.
something.
To make up for the week missing, we'll do a big one that requires a lot of research.
Yeah, we can do a Christmas pod.
Yeah,
We can do a Christmas
Christmas
one.
pod. Yeah, that'll be the next one we do.
We could do a Christmas quiz. Another Christmas quiz. Maybe a third. I don't know.
Lucky you.
People love quizzes.
Lucky you, we're going to be 3 episodes in and we're already doing specials.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Okay. Right.
We're going to have to leave this shed before our feet freeze
Yeah.
off.
it's very
I'm not. I
cold.
can't feel. I'm numb from the waist
I'm going to
down.
have to
It
drive
is-
home and I can't feel my legs.
I know. It's a
It's
good job I brought my
incredibly
wheelchair.
cold. Oh my lord! But no, thank you for
Yeah,
watching again.
Thank you for watching.
Episode 2.
Get in, Dan. Get into
Oh, yeah, I'm here.
You have to.
I do
have
exist.
To come over. You go in the middle.
I was gonna.
Where you belong.
I was gonna straddle across you all, but I thought, yeah, let's not.
Yeah.
But
Thanks
no.
for watching, everyone. Much
Good-
appreciated.
Goodbye.